One damn thing you can count on when you come to any sporting event at the University of Tennessee is some kind of damn hill or ramp your ass is walking up. And here we are at Thompson Bowling. I don't know why it's called Thompson Bowling.
The Tommy Bowl, sir.
I don't know why they call it Thompson Bowling Arena. You can't bowl in there. Today,
It is 15 degrees.
On this senior night from Knoxville, Tennessee. Right off from Neyland Stadium. And a beautiful Tennessee River and a beautiful downtown Knoxville, Tennessee. What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome to a Wednesday edition of BBD TV, where today we will be talking about last night's thrilling, smashing, huge win over Mississippi State in the Tommy Bowl, Thompson Bowling Arena, and yours truly, as well as a couple of buddies of mine, ACP Carter and new friend Caleb, were there. Here we are, kids, live from Knoxville, Tennessee, just outside a frozen Neyland Stadium for senior night here for the basketball squad. Tennessee welcomes Mississippi State and BVD TV, along with ACP Carter, who's over there talking to his stepdaddy and his friend Caleb. It was rock and roll, baby. And they were giving these things out here, and ACP Carter was kind enough to give me his. By the time I got there to get one, every time I reached on the table to get one, some kid walked up, and of course I gave mine to a kid. I wasn't going to take off with one of those when some little kid was going to be left empty-handed. And good to meet you, Caleb. What a great night, senior night for Admiral Schofield.
Is that Jenny Arstell?
Jenny!
He hails from Zion, Illinois. Over the course of his 4 years,
Real Zion.
He's developed into a National Player of the Year candidate. Admiral Schofield is a five-time SEC Player of the Year honoree, and is all SEC second team honoree during the breakout junior game a year ago. After testing in the NBA draft waters, he chose to return to Tennessee. Now stands as a candidate for the Julius Erving Small Player of the Year award and the John Wooden Player of the Year award. After playing primarily in the post as a underclassman, Admiral transitioned to the wing and has drained 117 three-pointers over the past 2 seasons.
Alexander.
This year, he set career highs in points with 19 against Wake Forest and rebounds with 17 in UT's win at Missouri. Kyle ranks 7th on Tennessee's all-time list for offensive rebounds, and he's the second leading shot blocker in program history.
Couple of walk-ons, Brad Woodson and Lucas Campbell. Both those guys got in the game with about 2.5, 3 minutes to go. They both jacked up some shots, and finally, with a roaring ovation from the crowd. There it is. There it is. Points were scored by a senior walk-on, and it was a beautiful thing. It always is. You know, the students and the fans always have fan favorites, and those fan favorites are almost always the walk-ons who work so hard day in and day out with the team and so very rarely get into a game. And to be honest with you, they really never get into a quote-unquote meaningful game. Bring back the original center court logo. All in favor say Hell yeah and VOLS. I miss that old logo. You know, if Tennessee goes down to Auburn this Saturday and beats the Fighting Bruce Pearls, that will be back-to-back SEC championships for the first time, believe it or not, ever. And that's hard to believe. You know, we need some help from Florida tonight to beat LSU, so for this one very brief instance, I'll say go Gators. Hope you guys beat them Bayou Bengals tonight. Help us out. Or whoever LSU plays Saturday, if Florida can't get it done, maybe LSU will lose Saturday. But the main thing is Tennessee got to beat Auburn. And I know the Fighting Bruce Pearls are going to be laying in the bushes like a snake in the grass, just waiting to whoop on that Tennessee behind. It would make Bruce Pearl the happiest man on the world if he could, in the world, if he could, you know, put a little damper on the end of Tennessee's season. So, that leaves us with that. Where does Tennessee go from here if they win? You know, what happens in the SEC tournament? Do they get a #1 seed in the NCAA tournament? I personally think whoever wins the SEC tournament, you know, barring an upset from somebody, will get that #1 seed. And I even think possibly if LSU could win the SEC tournament, they might even sneak in there and get a 1 seed if they win these 2 games this week and win the SEC tournament. But I honestly don't see that happening. I think it's going to be either Tennessee or Kentucky, but we'll see. That's why they play the games. But again, congratulations to the seniors. Admiral, great night. You know, I predicted that Tennessee would win by 17 and Admiral would score the most points. Well, OBBD said Tennessee would win by 17. How many did we win by?
17.
17.
You also said Admiral Schofield had the most points.
That's right. I was double right on senior night. So there you go, Mississippi State. Big win last night for the Vols. Spring practice firing up tomorrow for the Fighting Pruitts. And I know we didn't talk a lot about spring football practice in this video. We'll get to that, I promise. So anyway, go Vols. Make love to y'alls. And we'll holler at you next time the camera is rolling. Why do they say rolling? Cameras don't roll anymore. Have a good one.